think Kat has agreed there. Like I just had a little quick check of the messages, and it's no visual, audio only, but
Okay.
that'll be decent.
There you go, then,
yeah, man,
guys. Good afternoon. We've got
sweet.
a guest lined up for Friday, so you'll have to
That's
wait
the
and
one.
see who it is.
Yeah.
Who it is. And I might change my virtual background because I'm sort of like I think the T-shirt I've got on today is like not compatible with it.
Blends in a little bit to the old Star Wars there.
What we're gonna go with? Sauron again.
I'm gonna get one as well.
Sauron again. I actually started playing the if anyone's got the Game Pass on Xbox Live, there's the Shadow of War, which is pretty good.
Did you see the trailer for the new Halo game?
I did, and I seen everyone ripping it to bits, saying that it looked awful.
Really? I haven't seen any of the feedback from it.
Everyone was like, the graphics are stupid and lame and everything's awful. And I was like, it didn't look that bad to me, to be honest. Like,
I was watching someone play Halo Infinity recently. Like I think it's on the PC. It's like quite old. It's like 10 years old, but it's like it looks like it's decent, man. Like doing like duels we made or something. Like it's pretty fun, to be fair. So
I just started playing Shadow of War again, so that's why I'm Sauron today. We've got Charlotte, and Sue is asking if she's streaming the right session or am I miles early. No, you're in the right place. Let me just double check I've streamed on the right one. I'll be raging. Episode 48, yeah, that's right. So it's the 50th episode is on Monday coming. So if you, I don't know if we're going to do anything special for it. It's a Monday, so there'll be a guest on. Do you know who's on Monday or not?
Next Monday.
Yeah.
I think Jody might be on.
Yeah, it's
Jody. I think Jody agreed. Yeah, Jody agreed.
We'll try and get John on again the week after. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we can try and get John on. But
had a bit of a mare with his laptop, didn't he?
Yes, yeah, he did. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't his fault. It was just really unlucky.
No,
it was bad.
It's incompatible self.
Yeah, exactly that, man. Unfortunately.
One, I will be glad when I don't have to use like Zoom or Teams again.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's became like second nature at this point, isn't it? It's just like.
I live in constant fear that I'm going to be one of those people who like doesn't mute the mic by mistake and like lets out like I don't know like a really loud.
There's like a pump up. There's like a little pump or something. Yeah.
Like, I really hate him. Like I'm sick of him, and like your mic isn't muted. Like,
I mean, it could happen, man. It's
I've seen a few online, and like someone where they get like hijacked and like random just. It's always old blokes for some reason. I don't know what it is. It's always like some random old bloke will join the chat. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a funny one. Just as a quick update, I know a few of the guys have just refreshed. Sorry, Sue was on about Star Wars. I got distracted there.
That's cool, man.
Just
good.
To let you guys know, I think everyone who's here has probably seen it, but if anyone's watching this back or is joining us for what might be the first time, I'm going to pop a link in the chat to Mel's mask video. Have you had a chance to watch it yet?
Mel's mask video too. Well, I edited it, so I felt I should hope so. But yeah, man, like I say, yeah, edited it, and I definitely think that anyone who's watching should definitely check that out on YouTube. Yeah, really cool, and obviously face covering since the 24th, right? They've been like a mandatory thing. So why don't you make one yourself? You know, it's a good opportunity to do some arts and crafts, and also it's really cool, and it's like she made some really cool ones, and she. She sent me a picture. She made one for a nana, and a nana was like absolutely loving it. So it's like it could be a gift for someone as well. And that's on the YouTube,
well, right? Because like you can do it out like an old T-shirt or a tea towel or something. Like doesn't have
pillowcase, anything you want, man.
I think
really,
I mentioned it on Tuesday or Monday when I was on, but I seen someone doing it with Hoover bags, like vacuum.
Really?
Hoover bag. Yeah, because apparently they've got like a filter in. So obviously there's like sealed from the inside.
That's not really working, is it? It's not working, mate.
It's like halfway there.
It's like having a total meltdown. Go back to dude.
What have you done?
How is it like so bad? I don't understand. Maybe it's the distance from my computer.
It's all like green screened and that.
It's just not.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. That one done.
Okay, I've got it. There we go, bud. Yeah. Done it, man. All good. Back in the old office there. But we've got the block yellow as well, which is matching the old jumper. Or we could
Nice.
have
Nice.
the Simpsons background as well. Now I'm in the Simpsons.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Charlotte's
Cool,
saying
man.
she is going to make a mask, but it might take her a while because she's going to make one that looks like it's from Silence of the Lambs, which I think I mentioned on Monday's cooking stream that I'd seen one online, and it's like the Hannibal Lecter, like the mouth shield thing, so you can't eat them. I've seen a few Jason ones as well.
Yeah, I mean, we did that on stream, didn't we? We looked at some of the horror themed ones. Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was pretty cool actually.
Yeah, so you'll have to let us know how you get on with that one, Charlotte. You have to send us some pictures.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm not going to have a go. I do have a mask somewhere actually, but like I bought it for like £2 or something, and it's really. I thought it looked really, and you go on the website and it looks like amazing, and it's like and sliced bread and that, and then this is.
It's so funny, dude.
Thin nylon.
Oh my god.
So there you go.
Oh my god, dude.
Do you know what I love though?
Terrifying.
Steaming up with my glasses. It really is. And I just can't see a thing.
Steams up immediately. Oh man.
And that's how I have to see. So I'm walking around the shop. I'm already quite blind as it is. When my whole vision is just steamed up. So yeah, that's great.
That's absolutely cracking, that man.
So maybe
love it.
There you go.
I might make one because mine are crap. I've got like the surgical mask that I bought like a big box, and they look like clinical, and they look. I mean, it does the job, but it's not like cool, right? I see people with like Adidas ones and stuff now.
They're about £30 them though, you know. Like the actual.
Oh my goodness! Really?
I'm getting targeted adverts for them now because obviously we've been talking about masks with the videos, and
Yeah.
That's how your phones work nowadays.
That's the one, yeah. Listening.
So there's like an Under Armour one that I keep getting one for as well, and all the difference is it's got like a little filter on it, but it's like £35.
Well, the N95 ones have that anyway, though, right? So it's like if you wanted to get like a, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the mask that I'm rocking at the moment. What's good about that one is you can wash that, which is handy. That's
a thing, yeah. Like with the surgical ones and that, it's like one use, maybe 2 uses if you go out the shop and back and you put it like neatly back where it was. But they're pretty much one use. It's good if you have like a washable one or one that you can use several times. Sometimes as well, some of them have like a filter on the front layer, so you take that out and you can change that, but then the actual mask you can keep. So it's like because when they're like that as well, obviously that means you don't have to throw it out. One of my mates got like a Burberry one. He bought like a Burberry one because he loves like the kind of stuff. Not like actual Burberry, but the
like a Burberry pat. I thought you meant. I was thinking how much will that cost?
No.
£300 for a Burberry man.
It will exist though, man. There will be ones like that, yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. I was looking the other day, and I can't remember which one it was, but like, have you ever seen that Complex sneaker shopping thing? Like a bunch of celebrities have done it, like footballers have done it and stuff. And man, it's like £2,000 in that for like some of them more than that for some sneakers, man.
Yeah,
and it's mad.
It's crazy. While I remember on the subject of masks, actually, because I've been talking to my sister who works at the Spinal Injuries Association.
There you go.
Williams Racing, for any of you racing fans out there, big up George Russell. Are doing a face covering for £9. And 50% of the profits are going to the Spinal Injuries Association. If you're looking for a
brilliant, man.
Cause, if you didn't want to make one, that was.
Is that who you did the what you call it for? Exercise bike thing.
The fundraiser.
We
hit the target for that as well, by the way.
Fantastic!
Donated.
Nice, man.
We only
what was that again? It was like
it was. Well, Terry Clark joined in as well and did the basketball challenge and all.
Nice, cool, man.
So cool. There's that there, and they're £9, but they are, I believe, let's have a look. Medical grade, not a medical grade mask. Sorry, it is intended for personal protective equipment. It should not be used as a replacement for PPE. So if you work in a hospital, don't get one of them.
It's not for a hospital, but for
cold water hand wash is available though with that one. Don't throw it in the washer if you get it.
There you go.
But yeah, any racing fans out there you can. Thought I'd quickly mention that. So yeah, that's the masks anyway. That was a conversation and a half. Brett saying it's strange seeing you in the Simpsons house. Sue saying,
yeah, man. Well, dude, you know what it is? I got the yellow, so I'm like, actually, I'm a Simpson now. So it's I've became a Simpson
for a day.
Yeah, that's it.
And I am, I guess Saruman, not Sauron. I don't know.
You could be Saruman. You're in on the big tower in Isengard.
God,
creating loads of Urukai.
Such nerds. Sue saying just get a black mask and just put like 3 Tipp-Ex lines on it and you'll be all right.
There you go.
Or you can get like when you go like the cheap markets and the cheap shops where it's like Addicted instead of Adidas and it's like the
I've seen those daft things. Like like Babidas or something. Like I was
that's the one. Like when you go to like China or like Turkey, and they've got like the local markets, and it's just like all the knockoff pop like ones you can possibly imagine.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, it's crazy.
But it's like it'll be like Pikachu. The picture will be Pikachu, but it'll be like Digimon, and then it'll be like just just all the brands, and it's like
it's all smashed together. Just it's crazy. I remember when I was in school, people used to get the Nike tick like shaved into the head.
I had the Nike tick.
I've seen a few. You got it done before?
When I was 4 or 5,
I remember as well, right? In the early 2000s, when Beckham had his shaved head, he had like 2 lines in his eyebrow, and then that was all of the fashion. Like all the kids had the like 2 lines in the eyebrow and stuff as well.
Oh,
Did you ever have that?
No, I didn't have the 2 lines in my eyebrows. I had when Beckham did his like Mohican. I'm fairly certain. There's a picture somewhere. I'll try and find it. Like
I had that as well. I got the Mohican. Yeah. Because all kids just want to like
just be David Beckham,
obsessed with football when you're a kid, you know. So it's like, I wanted to be like David Beckham as well. I had the Mohican, and it was like little kind of. But it used to be horrible. I used to put way too much gel in because like I used to do it myself, and it would be like just like looped up, and it was like awful, man. But
So there's a night
in there as well.
Just so you guys.
That was quick, like.
I also when I went to Turkey as well. I don't even know what to get this.
The classic.
No man,
that's the one.
I want the. Why can I not spell it here? Like.
Yeah, it's a classic. Like the Nike tick in the back of the head.
Let's see if I can get. Oh no, man, not Salon. Like when you get the pattern shaved in, so like that was in Turkey as well, where like they spend about an hour and a half doing all this pattern, and then after like 3 days it's come back in completely. But they'll do like a no guard on the back and sides, and then get the cutthroat razor and go all the way around in like a mad pattern.
Wow, yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah, I know those as well. Also, and
I actually wasn't allowed back at school for the first week when I came back.
Really?
Like, you kind of come in with that haircut, and I was like. I could have only been like 8 or 9, and they told me,
who cares?
Nice, he's not coming in. Like
that's mental.
You're gonna have to wait till it grows in, because what they didn't want was like loads of kids going and getting that haircut.
Go and getting that done. We saw it. Like it's not like it doesn't affect your learning, does it? It's not like you're gonna. It's stupid that one.
I know. I knew he'd have. I didn't want to rat him out because I knew he had a bit of a past, like. But
he's had the Nike tick as well, has he?
In the late 90s and before Bex, our crew at college used to have cool AF. Ha ha ha. Mel's told me some stories about what you used to look like, Dan. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Juice crew.
Yeah, the two lines through the eyebrow, man.
Just to catch up. So Charlotte, yes, I can imagine there'd be a Pikachu that is bright blue, and they say something would be Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, there's all sorts of that stuff going on in like the knockoff market. It's great.
Everything, man.
It really is. And Sue's asking, is that not me normal? No, I've graduated from the Nike tick. Although I did once have the worst haircut I ever had. I don't know if there'll be a picture of it.
Mate, you want to talk about bad haircuts, man? I'm the master of that. Like literally, like I've had every haircut. Yeah. I had my hair. Believe it or not, I had my hair like long down to here, like just on my shoulders when I was in uni, like a hippie phase. I had my hair like Keith Richards before, where I had like basically like a mullet, like a jet black mullet. Right. I had my hair like Liam Gallagher, because I used to want to be like, I think I was in Oasis. So I had like a block fringe, like cut right there, and like sides down to here, big time, like cut right down there.
Like just with a comb, just like comb it down and straight across, so it would like put it
when I was
when I grew my hair out,
was
mine was like that. It got to the point where I was like, "There's nothing else I can do. It's either slick back or it's
yeah,
getting cut across." So I cut across, and about
that's
2
it.
weeks later,
Yeah,
I was like, "I can't do this anymore."
yeah, mate. That for me, when I look back at those pictures where I had the mod haircut, they're maybe my least favorite because it looks so bad. It looks mental. Like it looks like I've got like a helmet on my head.
Yeah, like
And
a bowl cut. Just a
yeah,
proper bowl cut.
when emo was like really big, I had
Oh, Dad,
like
no.
a long fringe that went over my eye,
To the
and it was
side.
like dyed bright. Yeah, it was dyed like bright blonde as well.
Oh no.
Honestly,
You shouldn't
yeah,
tell people about that time in your life. That's a
yeah,
dark
I
time.
was
That
young
like
man.
you don't want to talk about that.
Teenage years,
The
listening
worst one
to
I
My
had was
Chemical
like
Romance.
it was like this. So it was like a V cut. It was called
Yeah.
where like you get it's quite long on the top, but then the shape
Oh
is like a V, and
wow.
it was
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely horrendous.
Mate, that's the ultimate gypsy bit
Yeah,
of bad boy haircut.
yeah,
That
it
no.
wasn't good. It was that was again a dark time in my life.
Yeah.
Don't want
All the
to
jibbos have that haircut, dude.
don't want to don't want to think about that ever again. Yeah. So anyway, masks and haircuts and that. Speaking of, there's no way to tangent into it, so I'm just going to change the subject. I've got that animation.
No
course on
segue
Friday.
from.
We're just going to record skip,
Yeah.
record scratch. See you later. Partition that away. Friday animation course, 10 o'clock. I was supposed to do it today, but I'm really badly organised. So tomorrow, I'm going to email out to the people who are on it and the people who I think are going to be interested the information. Anything you need, it'll be uploaded to Google Drive. So as long as you've got HitFilm Express installed, you should be fine. If anyone's having any trouble installing it, give me a shout. Probably tomorrow afternoon would be better, but I'll send the email out in the morning. What else? Yeah, that'll be fine. So we're going to do some motion tracking. Like I said, I'll get you guys to catch up with the enrollment forms as well and make sure we're all signed up.
Fantastic, man.
So that's Friday, 10 a.m. till 12 dinner time.
Yeah, man.
And another course is yours, Daniel. So you've got one coming up. I don't know if you want to do a little explanation.
Yeah. So, guys, yeah, obviously, due to popular demand, we are doing a photography course. We always planned on doing one, but like it seems like obviously now is like a pretty good time with stuff kind of getting a bit better with the pandemic and so on. But yeah, we're going to do looking for like mid to late August. We're going to do a taster first. The taster will be virtual probably. And we're kind of going to look at some of the aspects of photography. We'll look at smartphone photography, like an overview of how to use a DSLR and some different kind of pictures, composition, things like that. We're going to cover that in the taster session. And then after that, in the sessions beyond that, we're going to start to do some like outdoor photography. So maybe the first session will kind of discuss a few different ideas and we'll kind of learn a little bit more about photography, and then maybe on the second session we'll actually go somewhere, like we might go to like Roga Beach or somewhere like that. We're going to try and make it as accessible as possible, so if you just want to do it on your smartphone, that would probably be okay, but we will learn some stuff about DSLRs as well, and we do have some DSLRs you could use, so we'll have a little introduction to those at some point as well. We might bring those along to the first shoot. We're still kind of planning stuff at the moment, but look, over the next couple of weeks, look out for that taster session. And also, if you have any feedback, I know that I saw that we did like a social media post on it, so I read some of those comments on that. But if you guys have any like comments you want to talk about, like any suggestions directly, you can email me as well, and just pass on any feedback that you've got. And then obviously once we've done the taster, then let me know as well. Just some ideas of where you'd like to go to shoot, what you'd like to learn about and things like that. So yeah, look out for that in the next couple of weeks, guys.
Yeah, cool. And take your phone, like we'll do the DSLR stuff and that, but have a go outside the sessions on your phones and that as well. It's worth doing.
Yeah. We'll try to set some homework as well, like, because I know you could send in some pictures that you've took over like the weekend or something if we set like a certain task. It's like I said, it's still kind of up in the air, but we're developing it now. And yeah, and we'll do a little bit of editing as well. So we're it's not just gonna be on the taking the picture. There'll be like how to edit the picture as well. It might not be as big a component, but we're definitely gonna look at some like basic editing techniques and things like that. So
cool. Yeah, and that same with the animation course. I'm probably gonna, not tomorrow because I've got enough footage, but I think I'm going to go out and grab some in the local area as well.
Sweet.
And I'd encourage you guys to do the same if you can.
Filming some buses, is it?
Yeah, I don't actually know. It took us about 3 different attempts to look for it. I found the footage of just a camera on a tripod and a bus going past. That's royalty free.
Nice.
Like it's
there you go.
Like days to find it. I'm
mad, isn't it?
10 o'clock at night and I'm on like pexels.com looking for bus footage. Like
it's like when you go, it's mad, isn't it? Because you find like so much stuff where it's like if you weren't looking, you'd be like, oh, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome. But if you're looking for something specific, it's just like sometimes it's like, oh man.
There seems to be like one user on Pexels in particular who's done loads of like urban photography and his video work's like pretty good, but he's edited it all to be like a time lapse where it's like sped up, and I'm like, all I want is a bus doing this. Like that's it, please.
Yeah.
Someone, please.
I know it's annoying.
We didn't get there. I mean, we got there in the end. Sorry, so we're fine. But I will do an example. I might even try, because we've got a green screen in here. I might try and do some green screen stuff. But same as Daniel said,
decent man.
Give me feedback on what you want to learn animation wise. I'm gonna cover. I've got enough content to cover the first like 3 to 4 sessions, and then after that, I'm happy to open it up to you guys if you want to do something specific, or if you want just me to keep sort of telling you things I know in a sequence. It's up to you. So yeah, that's the courses coming up. And Charlotte's asking, will you be covering anything on how to edit raw images? Which is a very good question.
Potentially. I mean, if that's something you want to do, then I can look at that for sure. We can definitely look at kind of on a basic level how to kind of convert raw images into like a PNG or a JPEG, because sometimes editing in RAW is not compatible if you want to upload stuff on Instagram or Facebook. So
file size is massive as well, right?
File size is massive. It's good if you're doing like a professional piece, but if you want to put it on Instagram, you won't be able to use the raw footage. That's quite unlikely. So raw image rather. So we can have a look at converting stuff like that.
Maybe cover it towards the end.
So exactly. So I spoke about this earlier as well with Dan, and I think this one, it's going to be more like holistic in the sense we're going to cover like a lot of aspects of photography, but then in the future we're going to be looking at like a more professional, like one that's purely for DSLR photography, and that one will be like a separate course that we'll do like down the line somewhere. So we're going to cover
this one that's coming up as like your beginners, I take it.
Kind of, yeah. It's like introduction to home photography or something like that.
And then the next one's like the next stage up where you're going out and about with some like decent level kit.
That's the one, man.
No, cool. That'll be great.
And then obviously there'll be like so once we've done this as well, there also is going to be potential for like a videography course as well. Because obviously we've done a video editing course, but we're actually going to do like a videography one.
Yeah.
Like going out filming. I know we've had a couple of people who are wanting to get like started with their own ideas. I know Sue was wanting to get started with some of her own ideas. We'll do like an actual videography course which will cover all of pre-production. So like from having an idea about something to making a treatment to making a shot list to making a storyboard, we'll cover all that as well. So it's like all that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. That was a long-winded set of updates, but there you go. There's lots going on. Like there was not a lot going on for a while, and now there's a lot going on.
It's the way she goes, man.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick one of these. So the planet is the quietest ever recorded since COVID, apparently.
Really weird, cool, interesting article. Basically, it's saying that it's caused the longest, deepest reduction in human noise on record. Obviously most of the world on lockdown, humans have reduced like seismic noise. Like it just reminds me of what you call it, Machamp, seismic toss, the Pokemon. I don't know if you yeah because that was like one of his special moves. It's like Pokemon Red and Blue. Let's just call back to that. So yes, in the months since the pandemic, obviously the world's gone to a standstill and the human race has become quieter than any other time on record. And they check this from data from over 300 seismic stations around the world. I guess that's a seismic station. I guess they'll kind of check for like earthquakes and stuff as well. I guess they use I'm just guessing that, but I'm guessing that like that kind of makes sense. Like if they're listening for noise or whatever. I don't actually know. It's made that up.
Must be all those chips that Bill Gates has been injecting into people.
Yeah, it might be that. Yeah, that's probably that, right? Yeah.
Shouldn't joke about stuff like that because we'll probably
people actually believe it. Right?
Get pulled off the internet.
Dude.
Joking.
So crazy. Yeah, it's just a joke, man. But yeah, it's the global lockdowns. Cool. Is one of the causes. Yeah.
Is this in New Zealand that they've done this from?
But it might be the actual study might have been. Well, it's saying that it may be this particular.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but they were saying they've took data from 300 seismic stations around the world, so I'm guessing it. Yeah.
Able to visualize the drop in noise as a wave that moved around the globe from China to Italy and then onto other countries as different parts of the world went into lockdown.
Pretty cool,
the wave
man.
was tracked using a combination of seismic noise measurements with anonymized data from Google and Apple Maps that showed human movement. Now scientists think a similar method could be used to hear population movements and track human mobility without the privacy concerns that came from using mobility data.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so everyone's like gone home and been really quiet.
Everyone's being super quiet. It's just like a kind of weird little.
Phones, like everyone's just raging online.
Yeah, just
kicking off now. All doing good stuff. Some people are doing nice things. Some people not so much.
True.
Right, hang on. This one. I thought this one was quite good as well. The doctor that ran 22 miles.
Yeah, dude. Like this is
So I need to know how many kilometers that is because.
Okay, so I'm not going to work this out, mate.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I know that 5K is like roughly,
maybe.
Yeah, it's roughly 3.1 miles.
35 kilometers. It's pretty far.
It's almost a marathon, right? A marathon's 24 miles, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's almost a marathon. Yeah, and he's from North Yorkshire. It's from Yorkshire.
Run 22 miles.
You think that wearing a mask, you bloody won't be able to get oxygen. I'm run 22 miles. That's what he said before he did it. So
that's exactly that you can use that quote. He reported that oxygen levels never fell below 98% while he had his mask on and he was running. So it's been proven as hokum, I believe, is an accurate word to describe it.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of the biggest complaints is people say that, like, you know, the people who have been against the masks just say like, I put the mask on, I feel like I can't breathe. And I mean, that's like it's a bit of health anxiety, basically, is what it is. And realistically, it's, you know, it doesn't affect your oxygen levels. So there you go. It just might feel a bit unfamiliar. So maybe the people get, you know, they get in their own mind and they think, oh, you know, I can't breathe, but really it doesn't affect your oxygen levels. So it's all good. It's all good.
He's more, and a couple of people have raised that point there as well. So he said that given the constant comparisons between COVID-19 effort and the Blitz spirit, he thought it is important that just as people turn the lights off during the Blitz and everybody did their bit, the same thing happens to fight the virus, which is a really good point. He also notes as well that there are obviously people who can't wear masks for one reason or another. Psychological reasons being up there. But everyone who can do really should, is what he's saying. So in the UK, the government has made the wearing of face masks mandatory in England for those visiting shops and supermarkets from July 24th. Yeah, we already know that one, thankfully.
I really like the
fines being given out yet.
Not me neither, mate. I really like this one here. It's like a succinct quote underneath, and it just says, "My mask protects you, your mask protects me." So I think that's just a nice, succinct little quote there.
It's weird, though, right? Because like they wear masks. If you go to Asia, like Eastern Asia, they wear masks anyway. Like if they're ill, if you're unwell,
they always wear a mask.
Put a mask on, and it's
for sure.
You spreading the germs, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
For some reason, and I'm going to say in the West, because it's in America as well, people will just say, oh, well, they're trying to control you. Like, I've seen a few videos on Twitter where people are marching through town centres with like megaphones saying the virus isn't real and they're trying to control you. Like, if they were trying to control you, would they really do something as like meaningless?
Trivial as like a mask. It's like, it's so inconsequential that it's not going to, like, you know what I mean?
I'd probably argue that that's worse for them because they can't run facial recognition on you and they can't.
I know,
monitor
it's
you
like it's
everywhere you
so
go.
dumb.
Like,
Yeah, it's so crazy, dude.
it
Like
yeah. Don't know. It's a weird one for me.
I saw this video and it was these two like Californian lads and they were going on the beach in like California, like Huntington Beach or something, and they were giving out free masks and they were saying like, oh, come get your free mask. And dude, the amount of people, right? So California is usually considered more liberal than
Pretty liberal.
certain areas. Yeah, and literally there was so many people who were like, no, I'm not going to take your mask. They were literally saying, dude, things like, I'll try and find the video for you. They were saying things like, no, having a mask gives you the virus.
Yeah, I see
because
that.
it recirculates the droplets. It's like what? Yeah. It's like not. So they were saying some totally.
It recirculates the droplets stuff that you've already. So you'd already have it. The mask would be inconsequential.
I know.
Like
it's so silly.
There was something because the main thing was the oxygen levels, which obviously the good doctor there has just dispelled that, and the other one was something about it like recirculating carbon dioxide into your body, which is poisonous. So, oh my god, man! Like it's not airtight.
Dude,
so if you were breathing directly into a vacuum, because there wouldn't be any air for you to take in. That's not how it works.
The top bottom of it is because like at the beginning of the pandemic, like early March, I had a mask already, dude, and I was on top of that, and I knew that it helped. I knew that it did. I just knew it's common sense. And then literally, like at that time, our government, America's government, were also, even the WHO even was saying like, you only need a mask if you're sick. You don't need it just out and about. And it's such a mistake on all of their behalf because it's literally. It's led people to kind of think, oh well, we don't need to wear them. So then when they turn around, this and people like I promised myself mentally I wouldn't talk about Trump today, but this is the only like one thing. When you get people like Trump who came out and literally dismissed it and said like, no, I'm not going to wear a mask. I won't be seen wearing a mask. You won't see me. And now he's turned around because he's seen the amount of overwhelming data that's supporting it, and he said, okay, I'm wearing a mask.
Do you not think that they did that on purpose though? Because
potentially, even they were thinking about overwhelming said, like.
The American, the head American doctor who's heading up like the response, he said they told people that masks weren't effective because there wasn't enough masks. What they didn't want to happen was everyone run out and buy, a full lifetime supply of masks like they did with toilet paper and like they did with like tins of beans and pasta and that. So they told everyone, nah, you don't really need a mask, so that they could get a stockpile going for themselves and obviously the healthcare workers. But that's
still misinformation, though, isn't it? Because they're basically it's misinformation because they're literally saying one thing, so people are not going to do it, so that then they can know that like other people can have it, and it's not fair to do that. But I do actually get that there is some kind of ethical basis for them to put that across. But still,
all they've done, like Charlotte's saying, is they've made it political now. So Donald Trump made it political and said, "I'm not gonna wear a mask." So then. That made it into a Trump versus like a party political issue rather than a health issue, which it is. It's not going to be bothered that he's not wearing a mask. Like the virus doesn't care whether you wear or blue. Like, it's not bothered.
Definitely. Yeah, and I remember watched it was like a thing that the BBC put out, and it was saying like. And it was like this person who was on, who's like a scientist or whatever, or a doctor, and they were saying like, yeah, you don't need to wear a mask unless you're like this was at the beginning, this was in March, and 100% saw this, and they were saying, yeah, you would only need to wear it if you were working with healthcare or something. And I'm thinking like, why are you putting out information like that? You know what I'm saying? It's causing people to be prejudiced towards people who are wearing masks, and it's making people believe something that's just simply not true. It's like now there's so much data out there that shows that. If you have a mask and another person has a mask, the transmission rate is like minimal. It's barely even there. And it's like, even if they've got COVID. So it's like, it's just crazy the way that everyone kind of mentioned that. And yeah, you're probably right, dude. They probably were worried that people were just going to be buying masks and panic buy. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So Dan's saying he thinks only superheroes like to wear them. And I would point you in the direction of like a cowboy bandit. Possibly, but also like to wear a mask.
They also wear a mask with them. Bandana.
In movies tend to like to wear masks for whatever reason.
True. There's also The Mask, who wears a mask.
Yeah. Here he is. Hang on. Oh, there he is. There. Somebody stop me, and then you
Somebody
bounce,
stop
you
me.
bounce away off the. There you go, and then you find it. Good, just a terrible movie, but also a classic movie at the same time. Aged pretty well, dude. To be honest.
Jim Carrey, man, that era Jim Carrey is just amazing, dude. I was watching the bloopers for Liar Liar quite recently.
It's good, isn't
it? It's so funny, man. There's a bit where he's going on like a rant, and like the director tells like the female actress to call him an overactor, and she's like overactor, and he like gets stuck in his tracks. He's like, oh, he doesn't expect it. It's so funny.
That film's really good. Yeah,
it's good, man.
Jim Carrey, very good. Truman Show's on Netflix now.
Truman Show's brilliant, dude. Brilliant movie. Brilliant movie. Brilliant. Dumb and Dumber.
On that
It's
subject,
Ventura.
It's not. Oh yeah, it's Ventura, man. Both of them as well. Although, having said that, someone was talking about it recently. There's the bit towards the end of Ace Ventura when he finds out that detective's a man. Definitely wouldn't fly today.
Oh, yeah.
A bit
dated, right? Oh, yeah. I can imagine, man.
There was someone made a big stink about it, and they were like, yeah, but come on, man, like it was a product of the time. Like, yeah, it definitely wouldn't happen now, but it happened then.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
You've got to be careful doing that as well. Going back and picking stuff out from different eras and saying, why is that happening?
Well, I looked at a lot of people who were like things like, activists for these kind of causes. And they were saying that a lot of them, the majority, they were saying, we didn't ask for this. Like, no one asked for these episodes to be cancelled. They want,
same with the Black Lives Matter stuff, right? Like,
they were saying we want actual change with the system. They weren't saying we don't care about like an episode of Golden Girls getting cancelled. Like, it's like, so yeah, like
plus even if you're looking for change, then surely it's better to have that stuff going forward than going back and erasing the fact that it happened, because the fact the thing that it happened spurred the change on, and that's like part of history. I don't think it should be celebrated per se, but I don't think it should be like eradicated from like existence as if it never happened, because it did. Don't know.
Definitely, man.
Like I say. But anyway, entertainment news. I don't know if you've seen this one. I don't think I sent you it, but Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are coming back with another comedy horror.
Wow.
Truth Seekers. It's called Truth Seekers. So it's like he's playing a paranormal investigator. Part-time paranormal investigators team up to uncover deadly conspiracy. And the forthcoming sci-fi horror comedy, and it's an Amazon like original as well.
Yeah.
So the first teasers came out for that. I'll not play it because
man.
The video will probably get claimed once it goes up, because the algorithm's pretty good at picking that stuff up.
For sure, dude. Well, I'm a big fan of Edgar Wright. Obviously you did the Cornetto trilogy with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and I love Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead are both so funny. So yeah, man.
Have you seen Paul?
I saw Paul. Like, I was like half watching it. It was on when I was doing stuff.
As I remember.
But it was really funny though.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's the alien, right?
I think he voices it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
What else?
It did good.
Hot Fuzz, because Hot Fuzz is on ITV4 like every 10 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
Or ITV2 maybe. It's on one of them. It's just constantly on. But like they're all good and they've all got like that.
They did World's End. I haven't seen World's End.
Yeah, World's End's pretty good as well. Like, just
that's the only one I haven't seen.
Half of the course with their material, but this one looks really good. So check that one out, and it'll be. I don't know when.
I'll check that out. It's cool, man. I guess it's a streaming release, right? It's not a cinema release,
so
is it?
I don't know if is it. To be honest, the details are sketchy at the moment, but the first trailer looks really good.
They pushed Tenet back again.
Yeah,
because I know they were pushing for August, but they pushed it back again.
But they've sort of just gone to America that you're not getting it because you can't behave yourself.
Yeah,
it's like it's coming out in Europe, but you've been naughty children, so you're not getting that movie.
Yeah, they've been pushing it back, man, and it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like cinemas want to stay open, but then at the same time, if they're not going to get their bums to full of seats, then what's the point? So it's like. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, but definitely you don't want to be operating at a loss and have to lay staff up. So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Lynn saying, don't like wearing the mask, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Sick of all these people at the more complaining they can't go to Spain. So what? Yeah, I know. There's
but it's like, dude, it's like Yeah, and
I
it's
do
like
feel a little bit sorry though for the people who went before they announced the 14-day quarantine on return.
that is a bit. Yeah, that's a bit of
Like,
a kick in
imagine
the
you're
in
6 days into your
you know
2 week
what?
holiday, and then they're like, "Ah, by the way, when you get back, you can't do anything for 2 weeks." It's fair enough, but it's sort of like having the rug pulled out from under you a little bit.
Oh yeah, big time, man.
Uh,
It's unfortunate, man.
aye. Charlotte's as well
Definitely.
saying she agrees. I think you must be absolutely crazy that you're even thinking about travelling outside the country at a time like this. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think I'll be going away this year. Dan's sent. What's Dan on about?
He's talking about Edgar Wright's movies, I
Ah,
believe.
okay.
Funnily enough, my favorite Edgar Wright movie, or one of them, is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World
Yeah,
with Michael Cera, and it's really
very
funny.
solid
And
movie.
recently they did a table read that's on YouTube, and it's like on a Zoom call,
Yeah,
and it's like all of the original cast, and they just do like a table read of each line for charity,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's actually really
Do you
entertaining.
know what's a real shame about Edgar Wright? Baby Driver's a really good film, but like
Yeah,
now it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
tainted by Kevin Spacey being a big old like
Oh, I forgot he was in
pervert.
it, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that is a shame, man. It's a great movie. Yeah,
it
you're right. It
is.
is a really good
But like
movie.
it's like marred with all that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Attack the
he's.
Block as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, he did Attack the
I
Block.
haven't seen that one.
Good,
I
really
actually haven't
good.
seen that one. I
Again,
wanted to
solid
watch that
movie.
one, to be honest, dude. But yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. I'd like to watch that one, definitely.
It's really good. It's really cool. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World again. They're all like. Oh, he did Ant-Man as well. That's it's okay.
But I think the Ant-Man thing's weird. Like, I think he shot some of it and he dropped out the project
Yeah,
halfway through.
I think I remember. I think you mentioned that actually.
Yeah, it was weird. He had a bit of a dispute with him, I think.
Yeah. Did he
But like,
do? Did he
yeah,
do
man.
Grindhouse? I didn't know that.
No, what he did was if you went to go and see
So I
Grindhouse in
was
the
thinking.
cinema,
Yeah, I was thinking that.
so there was Tarantino's movie,
Yeah.
and then there was Rodriguez's movie, but in between they had like fake trailers, and he did a fake
Ah,
trailer.
right.
So he made like a fake
Right.
trailer for a movie,
I
and
was
that's
gonna
what
say,
it
'cause I
was.
didn't recall that at all.
Yeah,
But
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, he did like a 3 minute like fake trailer for a
oh,
movie, which
cool.
is a pretty cool idea though, to be fair, because they wanted it to be like as if you would see a double feature of B
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Like
That's what
back
they
in the
wanted.
day.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to go for. So it was a really cool idea. But that's obviously by far, in my opinion, Tarantino's worst movie. Like I don't like Death Proof at all. I don't think it's a very good movie. It's
The
pretty
bar, the
boring,
bar
really.
with Tarantino is set incredibly high for me.
I know.
I don't know. It's tough.
Interestingly, though, he usually has, I think, Robert Richardson, I think's the cinematographer he's got, but
Right.
he's usually got like. But for that film, he did the cinematography himself, which is quite
Yeah.
interesting. So he lit all of Death Proof himself, and I don't think the cinematography is the worst thing in the world, but the movie, unfortunately, is not the best thing in the world. But
Yeah, it's all right.
it's okay. I mean, I love Kurt Russell. I'm a big Kurt Russell
It's
fan. But
watchable.
yeah, I'd watch anything with Kurt Russell in, to be honest. But
It's all about the thing.
oh,
The
dude,
Thing's the best
so
Kurt Russell movie ever
good.
made, and that'll be it.
So
That's it.
yeah, it's fantastic. And Escape from New York's unbelievable as well.
Yeah.
But not Escape from LA. I think's a bit cheesy, but Escape from New York's great. And he's in a lot of good movies, man.
So yeah. Anyway, Kurt Russell, check him out.
Is that seagulls real,
yeah,
dude?
Yeah, the man.
That's so loud. Seagulls.
One other thing that I seen on the subject of masks and COVID-19 and that again, I don't think I sent you this one, but I was just having a quick look this morning, before I got in the office, and because the headline popped up and it was like Twitter suspends Donald Trump for posting COVID misinformation. And then I realized it was Donald Trump Jr. So
I did hear about this a little bit actually.
You know how he's got like these weird kids that you can't remember which one's which, and they're all like slightly worse versions of him, if that was at all possible.
That's so true.
With just like this disgusting like growth on his face, has been suspended from Twitter for 12 hours because he tweeted a video featuring misinformation about COVID-19 treatment. Also in Twitter's penalty box is Breitbart News, the publication that originally published the controversial video. So Breitbart News, we haven't quite covered them yet, but they're I don't know how to... I don't know how to describe them nicely. Not great, not the best. If you see anything from them, don't.
Yeah, they are. They're like kind of do like shock articles, right? Like of like provocative, like right wing stuff.
Just clickbait.
Yeah, Yeah.
Borderline right-wing clickbait all the time. They like to post that sort of material.
And what was I going to say, bro?
Yeah.
He Donald Trump Jr. actually had a book called like "You've Been Triggered" or "We've Been Triggered" or something, and that just gives you an idea what kind of person he is. And I would definitely recommend that everybody watch the All Gas No Brakes video where he goes to Donald Trump Jr. book, like it's like a book signing. It's so funny, and he interviews like a lot of people who are his fans. It's like the funniest thing. Yeah, I'll show you that video.
Strange,
you're gonna
like the whole family just odd. Just really odd. Like, didn't his other son interview him recently about the
Eric
UFOs?
Maybe actually. Is that he's called Eric Trump, right? Is it?
I can't remember. Like I say,
they all look like clones of him, dude.
Forgettable, worse versions of him.
Yeah, they are like little clones. Just to kind of mention as well, Dan said in the chat, Big Trouble in Little China, which is also a great movie, and the character Jack Burton is like one of the best movie characters ever. He's so funny, and I just love that. What's so good about Jack Burton is that you've got this hardcore like protagonist who's like he's like supposed to be like a real tough guy, but he's like always messes stuff up, and it's like everyone else who's in the team that's actually doing like all of the butt kicking, you know, but he's like kind of just like tagging along and like messing stuff up, but he gets some kind of redemption at the end with when he throws that knife. If people have seen it, remember.
And if you haven't, good spoilers, he throws a knife.
The knife. Yes, there you go. Have you seen Friends, right? You've seen a couple episodes of Friends, right here?
Yeah.
When Joey's like, all blank and no blank makes Jack a blank blank.
That's it. You've done that. You've done exactly that.
So good.
Yeah, spoilers. You know, Bruce Willis was the whole time, and
if you didn't know by now, guys.
In the end, and it was
Darth Vader's Luke's dad, right?
Aye, all that kind of nonsense, all that kind of stuff going on. Tyler Durden is whatever. Anyway, don't talk about it. Can't talk about it.
That's the first rule, man. It's just...
Anyway, Donald Trump got interviewed by his son, Donald Trump Jr. Really, like, imaginative name.
It's true, it is, because he's scared to let anybody interview him, so he's only got to let his like son interview him, probably.
So he said he's, and I quote, he's heard some interesting things. I've heard some very interesting things about Roswell. In an interview with him, but apparently the interview was really awkward. And here's a video clip. Let's go.
Before you leave office, will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know, it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know.
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify?
No.
You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one, right? I'll have to think.
So there you go. I'll have to think about that one. So he's going to have a think about that one, and we might get into Roswell at some point in the next couple of years, maybe. I don't know. So just a really awkward interview. You're right. I think you're right. I think he's too scared to talk to anyone else because they'll grill him.
He is right, because Fox News hammered him. Yeah. So he got hammered by Fox News, so he's scared to talk to anybody now.
Yeah, he's running out of allies, I think.
Yeah, big time, yeah.
Okay. Trump, man. What's he like? Yeah. So anyway, Twitter are following up. That the point of that story was, before we got into that interview, is Twitter are hammering out the bans and the timeouts, and if you're spreading lies on the platform, that they're getting on top of it now.
It's not acceptable.
Which is good.
It's good.
You know, because we kind of need public health information out there at the minute. Because
true.
You don't want to be injecting hand sanitizer into your veins and that, because it's not good for you.
Yeah, and
so
it's
by medical doctors.
Yeah.
Gary saying Enemy at the Gates is one of his all-time favourite films. You know what? Enemy
I haven't seen
it,
but I actually would have
really
to see it.
But it's kind of like...
Can you watch it, man?
It's weird because it's set in Russia. It's set on the Eastern Front in World War II.
Oh, I've heard about it.
But
I heard about it, yeah.
It's one of those films where it's in English, so that they speak English to each other.
Just speaking a Russian accent, though.
No, that's the other thing.
Okay.
Which I actually prefer. I think it's better that if you're going to do it in English, just commit to it being in English.
I need to check it out. Yeah, true.
Jude Law's in it.
I'm looking at it now. It's interesting, man.
Rachel Weisz is in it also. Ed Harris, who's like always the bad guy.
He's good.
Like always the bad guy.
He is always the bad guy. He plays an amazing bad guy in History of Violence, the Cronenberg film. Oh man, he's chilling.
Have you seen Westworld?
I haven't, bro.
He plays
but
a
I'd like
really
to,
good
I'd
character
like
in Westworld. Like, it's just
it
perfect
looks good.
for him. He's do you know what he's in as well? He's in Snowpiercer. He's in the movie.
Right, yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
And say what he is in it because I know you haven't finished it off yet, but he's in that at some point.
Yeah, I need to finish it off. Yeah, well, dude, that's how I told you I was watching the Scott Pilgrim table read.
Yeah.
Obviously, Chris Evans is in that, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got like a small role, and he was actually on the Zoom call. Obviously,
he's
like
one of the exes,
it's
isn't
Captain
he?
America. He's one of the evil exes, and it was amazing. I had the whole cast, man, like Jason Schwartzman, Anna Kendrick, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michael Cera, Edgar Wright was even there.
Yeah.
It's like just like this, all these all stars now. And Chris Evans, he was there, man. He's doing his lines and stuff. So it was pretty cool.
I reckon Chris Evans is going to be one of those actors who he'll never recover from the role of Captain America, because I don't think you can top that.
No. Do
terms
you reckon
of,
he'll do?
How popular he was as Captain America, I think he's going to struggle now a little bit.
Do you reckon there'll be another he'll feature in another?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Marvel movie as Captain America, probably, right?
They want that cash cow going, man. They need
definitely,
to keep rating it.
Definitely.
All they've been massively actually. Marvel, they've had to push back.
I'd imagine, man.
All the movies have been pushed back.
To be fair, dude, they were nailing it, man. They were getting I thought Endgame was great. Thor Ragnarok was so good. I thought Guardians was excellent. They actually nailed so many good movies in a row. After having semi okay superhero movies for so long, and then they actually really made some pretty decent movies.
Some of them, like the actual blockbusters, the summer blockbusters, are really good.
Yeah.
The actual Avengers films, as an action, fantasy, sci-fi sort of adventure film, really solid movies.
The first Spider-Man was really good as well. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I thought the first one was decent.
Yeah. Each individual film, they are what they are. You can tell they've held back some of the budget and thought, hey, hang on, we've got a summer movie coming out. But if anyone doesn't really like superhero movies and wants to see a different take on the genre, there's a series on Amazon called The Boys, and it's honestly some of the.
I've heard it's good, man.
It's absolutely
it's
amazing.
Funny, right? They're all awful people.
Yeah, they're all just complete garbage as human beings. It's like a complete middle finger to the superhero genre, but in a really in a class way. It's so well made, it's unbelievable.
That's so funny.
Dan's
check that out.
requested the
oh my God,
Ed Harris dancing, so I have found the clip. I'm gonna turn the volume right down so we don't go deaf.
Say if I had.
I know I was already playing. I'm halfway through, man. Give us a chance. Oh, look at that haircut, man. It's like the receding long hair.
Oh man.
I've got it on low volume so we don't get copyright claimed. That's the aim. So if we go on a team night out, that's the moves Dan puts in. You get 3 or 4 pints in, and you've got, look at that, man. Look at that tech as there. You get all the Daniel Sturridge. So yeah. Next time, in the Christmas party, I'll get a couple of recordings of Dan doing his dance moves. He's Ed Harris dancing. That video is called Ed Harris Dance Mania for anyone who wants to do further reading on that.
Also, people should check out where he loses his mind, where he's promoting History of Violence. And they ask him at a press conference, so what do you think about violence? And he just goes mental and he starts smashing stuff and he's like, violence? It's like, that's violence, right? And then he just walks out and everyone's like, what the hell? Yeah. It's so crazy. I don't know if you haven't seen that. You just type in Ed Harris freaks out or something. It's so crazy. We should definitely check it out.
I think my favourite freak out is Christian Bale's, but there's no video on it.
It's the best.
It's a shame. I can't play it because he swears a whole bunch.
I literally know Christian Bale's freak out. Word
Off by heart.
for word. Like off by heart. I know every single beat.
Yeah, it's so
Just
good,
like,
man. It's because it's like
are you
all the guy's
professional or
done is
not?
like it's a light,
It's
isn't
so
it?
good.
He's like messed up a light, and he just
The
goes
best bit.
completely.
The guy's like,
ballistic.
Christian, I was working on the lights, and he's like, oh, good. And how
Good
was it for you?
you?
Like, I hope it was good because it's ruined now, isn't it? It's like so. This guy walking around in the back, la la la.
Look at me.
Me and you are done professionally, man. After this, we're done professionally. It's so funny.
Like you walk into the shot, so like calm down, man. Oh no, don't pause. Oh, it's freaking out again. No. It's buffering. We'll give it a chance.
Yeah, you did do one. That's
I like
right.
that. No, because what is that? What is that? You know? What is that? What is it? What is violence? What is it? You know, that's what the movie's about.
Everyone in this press conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, he lost it a little bit there. Poor blow. That was good. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, go and find the Christian Bale one, guys, because honestly, it's absolutely hilarious. Oh,
the
good
conference just
for
ends.
you.
Oh, good for you. It's ruined now. The director tries to say, no, don't shut me up, Bruce. Don't shut me up, Bruce. He's like,
don't give me that.
yeah, it's so funny. So good.
Do you know what it is with him, though? It's because he's like so committed to his roles. Like, he'll always like lose weight.
I know, he goes so
weight,
sick.
He'll make himself age like 10 years and stuff for a role. So he's like completely in the zone, and I imagine it must be like you must be on a knife edge, walking on eggshells with a man. Honestly,
yeah. That film flopped as well. It was like the worst film.
Right?
Yeah, he was John Connor, wasn't he?
Aye, John Connor. They've been living off that, like off the name Terminator since the second one came out.
Yeah.
Like games and the arcade
Very
game's
true.
pretty good. I think
I've never played it. I would
actually.
Oh yeah, after the second one, I'd be down to play that, like for sure, dude. Definitely.
It's very good. If you're at an arcade, not that I know if arcades are open at the minute. I'm guessing they're probably not. When they open back up.
Yeah, for sure.
To get some hand sanitizer out though if you're grabbing the big machine gun. But yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I have played it. I have definitely played it at the arcade with the guns. Yeah, cool. It is really fun. Yeah, it's fun, man. Yeah, definitely.
That's about as good as the Terminator franchise got after the second one. And I'd even argue the second one was a bit much.
Yeah,
that's
second one's
probably a
decent.
Controversial opinion, but
yeah,
it didn't need
the
to be
first
made.
two are classic, man.
It's great. I mean, it's a good film. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah, but... yeah. James Cameron's made some great movies, man.
Yeah,
so.
James Cameron's like 1,000,000 years old now, isn't
he? He may well be quite old now.
Did
I
he do that
think
thing
so.
where he like try to live underwater or something?
Oh, he's got some record for like being like deep sea diving filming. I think he did some crazy
went in
like
a little pod and stayed under. I was going to say under the ground, but that's not. I meant under the water for like a year or something stupid like that. He
did like he's doing a lot of deep sea diving for a movie. I can't remember what the context was, but
if you want to be depressed by the amount of sequels coming out, though, they are slated to have Avatar 2, 3, and 4. So, ripping off Dances with Wolves wasn't enough to do once. We're going to do it again 3 more times.
Avatar 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. My goodness. I mean, dude, like they spent so like it was years going in. They literally couldn't make Avatar until right? Like they had the technology to make it.
Terminator 2, but like, come on, man. Sequels, they're always worse. You know how it goes.
I just saw that thing pop up.
I didn't realise I had a swear word in it. I've done a madness. I got rid of it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We fix that one in post.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Actually, do you know what it is? I'm a massive hypocrite, to be honest, saying that sequels are worse because I actually think that Aliens is better than Alien. So
dude, I'm to be honest
on that. Opinion,
that's Cameron as well.
Before Dan starts screaming, it is James Cameron as well. It's a very good movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and it's about 150 million times more entertaining than the first one, and I won't have anyone tell me any different.
It's more of an action movie, isn't it?
It is. And that's what I watch films for. I don't watch films to watch artwork that moves. I watch films to entertain. So
yeah, it's a strong point.
If you want,
it's a solid point, man.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on. That Aliens is better than Alien. I would like the record to show.
Fair play, man.
Can fight me. I've said it to Ella before, and I don't think she was very impressed with what I said. I don't care. Fight me in real life, honestly. Let's go. I'll wear a mask and some gloves.
Level 43 Wildy, 1v1.
Let's go. There's a link to finish. I'm going to run away before I divulge any more unpopular opinions. Daniel, very good work gathering the links today. They were very good.
Yeah, man, all good. Dude, honestly, we've still got a lot for next week. We've got some great stuff. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff we can still talk about next week as well.
Some bangers to hold back.
Yeah. Certified.
See you Friday. See you Friday, everyone.
Yep.
10 a.m. Email going out tomorrow about the course. I'm going to leave the stream live for a little bit. Drop me an email if you have any questions about the animation course.
All good.
I will stick that email address in there now.
I'm going to go for a run because I'm like super skinny fat.
Okay, cool. Right, guys, I'm gonna just leave the stream live for a couple of minutes. Daniel's going for a run. I'm going to go and lift some weights. Peace out and see you Friday.
See you later, guys.